This is Tony Baca, Senior Vice President of Safety with Confined Construction Company. And this week's Safety Toolbox talk is on confined space entry and procedures. So what you're looking at here is a water treatment tank. And that hatch right there is part of our scope, not only there, but directly below me, that I'll show you in a second. We're pulling off these caps and replacing the hatch doors on these tanks. So what's happened off hours is in the last few days, the client has emptied the tanks, washed them out, and there's an excess door down below where a scaffold builder comes in, monitors the atmosphere, goes inside and builds us a tower up to that hatch level, so that when we pull that cap off in the replacement hatch door and we have to go inside on a working elevation platform, that the inside atmosphere is clear. So that tank is relative to this tank, and what you're looking at here is a forced air machine that goes down 37 feet to the base of this tank. We've opened all the portals on the top here. We've protected the holes for fall exposure, correct? Because we have a fall exposure standing in front of these, but we've had these open for 24 hours, forcing air all the way to the base of the tank, so it forms a circle inside this massive tank, and any contaminants come up and out. We also had a meeting with the subcontractors this morning and the safety people on site, and I can't really get inside the tank, but I'm going to try and show you what's going on here. We have scaffold builders inside. They're egressing their scaffold through that hatch and building us a supported scaffold up to our exterior hatch door. And they're monitoring the atmosphere every 10 minutes. They have entrance to inside with monitors, and then they have one supervisor outside keeping an eye on them, who has constant communication as the confined space standard dictates. It can be really quite complex, confined spaces, and truly misunderstood. It takes an awful lot of planning to be able to get inside these tanks. And then here's our hatch, and this is our scope of work. So the hatch door is completely shot, and this is really what we're trying to get at. So the scaffold builder is building us a working platform up to this elevation. We're going to take out this old hatch door. We're going to have to get inside once we take this out, and then slide our new one in and grout the inside of this thing. But throughout the years, you can see the decay that this has taken on. So we're going to be working the outside while the other contractor's working the inside. Once that contractor's done and gone, our access point would be here to a supported scaffold working platform. We'll have a supervisor outside the hole. Our gentleman tradesperson going inside the hole will be wearing a monitor, making sure the atmosphere is clear, and he will also be retrieved through this hole rather than vertically with a engineered system per se. So this week, confined spaces. Truly misunderstood. Let's talk a little bit about confined spaces that we may have been affiliated with throughout the years, and proper procedures for working in these permit and non-permit required confined spaces. Thank you. Have a safe day. Have a safe week.